So with due permission, shall we start?
A very delighted afternoon. We are extremely honored by the gracious presence of Dr. Sukh Simranjeet Singh, Director, Weinstein International Foundation USA, Mediator and Neutral Evaluator JAMS USA, Official Mediator City of Beverly Hills, Managing Director and Professor, Strauss Institute of Alternative Dispute Resolution, Pepperdine University, California, USA, an internationally acclaimed mediator. Major General Rajendra Kumar, Ati Vishis Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishis Seva Medal, former Judge Advocate General, Director Amity Law School, and all the faculty members, along with intellectual and worthy participants. We feel immense pleasure to have you all as a part of this workshop.
Mediation is not about stopping thoughts, but recognizing that we are more than our thoughts and our feelings, as it is not evasion, it is serene encounter with reality. It is an extreme privilege to have with us Dr. Sukh Simranjeet Singh, Director, Weinstein International Foundation USA, Mediator and Neutral Evaluator, JMS USA, Official Mediator, City of Beverly Hills, Managing Director and Professor, Strauss Institute of Alternative Dispute Resolution, Pepperdine University, California, USA, and internationally acclaimed mediator. Dr. Sukh Simranjeet Singh is a distinguished expert in the field of dispute. In this leadership role, Sir is responsible for seeing the Institute's global outreach initiative, professional training programs, and a world-class academic curriculum. His work is centered on cross-cultural dispute resolution, faith-based mediation, and the application of modern theories, science, and technology to create innovative solutions for resolving global conflict. An internationally recognized mediator, Sir has resolved complex disputes in a variety of settings across the globe, including the United States, Canada, India, Japan, and New Zealand. Among others, his experience include mediation in corporate, religious, and organizational context. Notably, Sir currently serves as a mediator for Willamette University's Atkinson Graduate School of Management, where Sir has addresses and resolves organizational conflicts, and for the City of Beverly Hills, where he was nominated for the city's prestigious Peace Award. In addition to his mediation practice, Sir is an influential educator who has taught dispute resolution at several esteemed institutions, including USC School of Law, Willamette University, and Hemline University. He has also taught internationally, including at a National Law University in India, where Sir was appointed Honorary Professor of Law, and at Rajiv Gandhi National University of Law. He is also Honorary Professor of Law, Amity University, Madhya Pradesh, Gwalior. In recognition of his expertise and contributions to the field, the Government of India named Sir a GIN Scholar in 2017 for his teaching on dispute resolution. Sir holds an LLB from National Academy of Legal Studies and Research University in Hyderabad, India, and LLM in dispute resolution from the University of Missouri, Columbia, and the doctorate in law from National Law University, Delhi. His doctoral work focused on the Indo-American perspective on dispute resolution, exploring cultural and legal variations in conflict resolution, approaches between India and United States. A profile scholar, Sir has published widely on topics related to dispute resolution, including co-edited book International Commercial Arbitration with reference to India as Dr. Sukh Simranjeet Singh, Judge Danny Weinstein, Managing Director, Strauss Institute for Dispute Resolution Professor of Law and Practice, Pepperdine University. His academic articles include Best Practices for Mediating Religious Conflicts, ABA Dispute Resolution Magazine 2018, Access to Justice and Dispute Resolution Across Cultures, Fordham Law Review 2020, and In the Shadow of the Pandemic, Unearthing Unequal Access to Justice, Washington University Journal of Law and Policy 2022. Sir is also a regular contributor to ABA Dispute Resolution Magazine and other leading journals in the field. His expertise extends beyond academics as he has delivered lectures, keynotes, and training on dispute resolution across over 30 plus countries, including Australia, Brazil, China, Egypt, India, Japan, Saudi Arabia, and the United Kingdom. His work on cross-cultural dispute resolution has had a significant impact globally, with a particular focus on integrating cultural and religious perspective into mediation practices. In 2015, he delivered a TEDx talk, Negotiating for Love, focusing on dispute resolution within relationship, and in 2018, he spoke on professional identity in TEDx talks made in India. So, actively involved in leadership roles in the global dispute resolution community. Sir is an honorary fellow at the International Academy of Mediator (IAM), serves as co-chair for the American Bar Association section of Dispute Resolution Committee, and is an executive committee member for both the American Association of Law School AALS Dispute Resolution Research Section and the Pepperdine Strauss American INNS of Court. Sir also serves as advisory committees for Rajiv Gandhi National Law University and Punjab University in India, as well as on the board of the Weinstein International Foundation, an affiliate of JMS International. Sir contributions to field of dispute resolution extend far beyond his professional roles and publications. His impact as an educator, mediator, and scholar has been transformative for the global community, influencing how conflicts are addressed and resolved across different culture, religious, and professional contexts. We are request you, sir, to enlighten us with your words of wisdom. Please, sir.
But wait a minute. Before we invite Professor Dr. Simranjit Singh to address you, let me say a few words about him. We have invited him for you all so that he addresses you on the fast-growing field of mediation. He is an internationally acclaimed mediator. I request you all to pay full attention to whatever he says. Mediation is not so simple a thing. It requires various tools to understand. In Ramayana and Mahabharata, mediation failed. In Ramayana, who was the mediator? Angad was the mediator. Hanumanji was also a mediator. That failed. Why it failed? Because opposite party didn't have confidence in them. They did not enjoy the confidence of both the parties. They thought they are best because they were not selected by both the parties. Only one party selected the mediator. So they didn't inspire confidence. That's why it failed. Mahabharata also failed. Because Lord Krishna didn't enjoy the confidence of Kauravas. And Lord Krishna was not selected by both the parties. He was selected by only Pandavas. All right. Now, panchayat is panchayat is other form of mediation. As long as panchayat does the job properly, it is acceptable. If they start behaving like cow panchayat, what happens in Haryana? They will not accept it. So now mediation, we are learned from history. Now mediation has become more structured. Mediator should be acceptable to both the parties. He should be absolutely without any bias. And he should win the confidence of both the parties. To do that, it requires a lot of training. And the mediator has to take both the parties together. He has to weigh pros and cons of the situation. He has to be a man of patience. and pleasing personality in the sense that should be acceptable to both the parties. So, Professor Dr. Sukh Simran Singh is an internationally acclaimed mediator. It will tell you various tools how to be a good mediator. This is another field which is growing very fast. Litigation, people are not interested in litigation, is very time consuming and very costly business. Because advocates, they protect your property to appropriate it for themselves. And it goes on litigation. I've seen many cases, and where an old man went to the court, was 80 years old, and charge was outraging modesty of a girl, and the court was telling, okay, look at your age and what you are behaving. He said, it happened when I was 25 years old, and the girl whose modesty about charge, she's here with her grandchildren. So see the case is lingering on. So litigation is very tiresome procedure. At the end, there is a lot of line who wants to try this option. In the end, they feel it is not worth. Nobody is happy in litigation. Your entire thing is lost. Although you are going to be an advocate, but you can be mediator also. So I request you to all pay attention to what professor tells you and accept those tools to be a good mediator. Is other way where the things are going on, and mediation is coming in a big way. I don't want to say more, and again request you to pay attention to Dr. Simranjit Singh. Over to you, Dr. Simran.
Major General Rajinder Singh, sir. Major General Rajinder, sir. Should I?
Oh, yeah. Sir, thank you for your wonderful remarks and introduction. Professor Arun Sharma, thank you for inviting me as well with the sir. Professor Bedi, nice to meet you. Professor Anshu, so nice to have you here. Other faculty members who are here. And the students who introduced me. That was a long introduction. I want to be honest with you, and it is flattering to hear more this long about yourself. It was flattering to hear that. But in all honesty, it's nothing. These are just words. I am just like you are just like me. We are in different phases of life. Today I'm here to make it quick and short for you, to give you 5 practical tips on the success of you in mediation field, but also in the field of law, in your life itself. My job is not to impress you with how much I know about mediation. I can go on for hours on that. I have taught mediation in Brazil to judiciary, in Kenya to High Court. In fact, the Supreme Court of Uganda has taken 1 year of education under me, including the Chief Justice. I've traveled to 70 countries, 70. But this is my home. India is where I like to come back to. India is where my roots are. and I don't have to explain to you why. My question to all of you, I have a few questions before we go into my lecture or short presentation. How many of you are in the first year of your law school? Raise your hand. Many of you. Wonderful. Second year? Okay. Thank you. Third year? Okay. Fourth year? Okay. Thank you to 3 of you who showed up from fourth year. You will do well. Fifth year? Anybody? Don't worry about them. They are not needed. They're not here. We will not talk about them. First rule, I'm going to speak about 5 P's for you to make it easy, is participation. You need to participate in life, in events, in conferences, in trainings. You need to show up. If you don't show up, half of the battle is lost. Are you with me? Yes. Do you all understand Hindi as well or not you? Can you raise your hand if you don't understand Hindi? Agar Hindi nahi samajh mein aati, how can I ask in Hindi? No, it's okay if you don't. Raise your hand if you don't. I will say a few words. Is it okay? With your permission, right? I clerked with India's 35th Chief Justice, my Lord Justice R.C. Lahoti, in 2003. Justice Lahoti was visiting Nalsar University, where I was a student at that time. And he was wandering in the corridor after a meeting with the Vice Chancellor at that time. And I went up to Sir, pay attention to me for a minute. I went up to Sir and I said, Sir, can I help you with something? He said, young man, I was looking to get a glass of water. I ran, got him a glass of water. Sir, anything else? Yes, yes. Where is, do you know which way the restroom? Absolutely, sir. Let me take you there, this way. And lastly, I need to go to the library to find a book. He was looking for some book. Sir, I will take you. I was late to my class. And I'll be very honest with you, at that moment, I knew he's an important figure. I knew he was a judge. But I had not even known, because my batch, that's why I asked you. I was not in 5th year or 4th year then, I was in 3rd year, 2003. And I knew he was a judge. I had no idea he is the Chief Justice of India. But pay attention, that one gesture by me changed my life. Sir walked me to the library. At Nalsar, the library is a little far from the academic block. So I took him to the library. So I could spend a few minutes with him. In life, count those moments. When you can spend a few minutes with people who can change your life, do that. It is not about quantity, it is about quality. Dr. Sharma was asking me, sir, if the room is not filled, is that okay? I said, absolutely right. I need 2 students. I need 1. I don't need 200. The matter is who shows up. It's not about who's not showing up. So what's the number 1 thing I want you to think about in P? Participate. I will tell you, when I went with Sir Lahoti in the Supreme Court, I would tremble. My feet would tremble. The sir will take me to Chief Justice Court. Has anyone been to Supreme Court? Okay, you all need to go visit the Supreme Court. Don't wait for anybody to take you there. As a law student, you have a right to go to courts. Go visit any vacation you get. You get 2 days off, you get 3 days off. कितना दूर है यहाँ से 4 घंटे 5 घंटे फिर सबसे ऊंची कोर्ट है दुनिया की यहाँ पे इंडिया की अगर इंडिया की सबसे ऊंची कोर्ट है सुप्रीम कोर्ट then why can't you go there? Pay your regards. You have to pay your regards to the justice system of the country. And the highest regard you can pay is with Supreme Court. So anyways, coming back to Justice Lahoti, I'll tell you 2 quick anecdotes and moving on to my next point. I always like to stay on time. It's very important for a lawyer. And I'm trained as a lawyer in more than 1 jurisdiction, in India and US. Let's come back to the point. Justice Lahoti taught me 2 things. So before leaving Nalsar on that trip, he said, young man, I would like you to come join me in my chambers. He said, you'll be my first law clerk. I was one of the very first law clerks, not the first, one of the very first, pay attention, because there were a couple of people before me, with the Honorable Supreme Court of India. and one of the very first with Justice R.C. Lahoti. Why? Because I asked him, sir, what can I do for you? How many of you noticed I got water for Major General Rajinder Singh? Did you notice that? That is respect. Our culture is about respect. Do not lose respect. My biggest accomplishment in USA is not the homes I have, cars I have, jobs I have, my private practice and all of that, my academy, Singh Academy, none of that. My biggest accomplishment, and yesterday I said that, day before yesterday, at the organizing event where Justice Geeta Mittal was present, among other judges, where Mr. A.S. Chandeok, Senior Advocate of Supreme Court, was present. I said it loud and clear, and I'll say it again. My biggest accomplishment is that my parents live right next to me, and I can respect them. You will go through a journey of hate and love of people closest to you. My friends who are men in this room, boys, men, you may have some issue with your fathers. Gender creates some issue. पापा आपने ये नहीं किया मेरे लिए, आपने मुझे प्रमोट नहीं किया, आपने मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं दिया, आप मुझे कभी अच्छे से बुलाते नहीं हो, then he will have grievance against you. बेटा आप कभी पैर छूते थे बचपन में, अब क्या हो गया, अब तो बड़े वकील बन गए हो, अभी यूनिवर्सिटी में जा रहे हो, सेकंड ईयर में हो, थर्ड ईयर में हो, बट एटीट्यूड आपका चेंज हो गया है, राइट? So there is some resistance from both sides. This will apply to mediation in a few minutes. Just listen to me right now. But one day you will see that relationship will come for you. It will be better. So second thing I learned from Justice Lahoti, besides the fact that he taught me that my presence, my participation with him was important, he taught me that I need to have patience. So I'm going to move to second P, from participation in life to events to the esteemed people in your life, including your parents and mentors like Major General Rajinder Singh ji, including all of them. In addition to that, participation to your daily chores. Daily chores. Chores is a word, an American word, let's change a different word. Daily routine, daily responsibility. आप पूजा पाठ करते हो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? किसी भी भगवान में बिलीव करते हो, करो, right? Justice Geeta Mittal took me to the temple in her office. I had to remove my shoes, I bent down, I prayed. After that, I went to Gurdwara, I prayed. In US, sometimes my Christian friends take me to church, I pray. But the country you are sitting and living in, if you think about it, has deep, not little, deep spiritual roots. Please don't ignore it. That's all I will say. Participate in faith. Participate in your family. Participate in your daily responsibility. That is very important. Participate in the lives of your parents. As soon you become busy, you will have less and less time to spend with them. इससे जरा टाइम बढ़ेगा नहीं, आपकी जॉब लग जाएगी, शादी हो जाएगी, बच्चे हो जाएंगे, you're not gonna have time. हाँ, if they stay with you, you may think, अरे मैं तो अपने father के साथ रहूँगा. If you are a son, if you're a daughter, look at the stupid customary practice we have. You have to leave the house. So sir told me patience. Let's come to second point, patience. I will give you 3 tips under patience. Please listen to me. To be a good international mediator, to be a good litigator, to be a good person in law, anyone, person in law, you need to have patience, my friend. Okay, I want one student to tell me a Hindi word for patience. Patience kya kahoge aap Hindi? Okay, I ask for one. Raise your hand, please. Raise your hand. Discipline, okay? Always have discipline in life. Raise your hand. Okay, yes, the first one right there. Yes, you only. You're looking at me. Yes, please. Dharya? Very good. How many of you, please sit. Thank you. How many of you want to go to a law firm? Some of you raise your hand. Good, that's fine. How many of you want to private litigation? Some of you, very good. Why do you want to go to private litigation? Right there. Yeah. Excellent. Your father is practicing attorney? Where? Excellent. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. One more person. I saw somebody here who wants to do private. Yes, please stand up. Yeah, tell me. Very good. तो आपने उसको follow करना चाहते हैं. Very good luck to you. My wish is both of you not just practice in the district court, not just practice in the high court, but will go all the way to Supreme Court. Now listen to me. 22 years after. 22 years. Remember 2003 Justice Lottie? Today is 22 years after I went to Supreme Court. I felt very different. Can anyone tell me how would I feel different today than 22 years ago? Remember मैंने बताया था trembling, लातें कांपती थी. You were scared, right? डरते थे आप. क्यों डरते हो आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट को जाने में? वो भी चीफ जस्टिस के साथ उनकी गाड़ी में क्यों डरोगे आप? Anyone in the first row here? Yes. You know the answer. आप डरोगे क्यों? बताइए. Yes, please, right? Beautiful answer. Lack of confidence. See, आपको सबको answers पता है क्या है? Absolute. Can I increase your answer velocity, degree to which you are saying? Absolute lack of confidence. पूरा ही confidence. अब मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Trying to build your confidence. Speaking in front of me, right? 22 years. थोड़ा आगे निकल गया in terms of age. Please sit down. ना? आगे निकल गया age में कुछ ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. Experience हुआ life का. That's it. सुनो मुझे. If you listen to my 5 fundamentals of life, nothing can stop you. I promise you. Nothing. The only thing. Please write this down if you have a piece of paper. If you don't have a piece of paper, take out your phone or whatever, write this down. This is a promise of me to you. The only thing that will stop you from achieving anything, and here comes my really big quote unquote, the only thing that will stop you from achieving anything in life is your view of yourself. तुम अपने आप को कैसे देखते हो? Your view of yourself. मैं सर नहीं कर पाऊंगा. मेरे पापा भोपाल से हैं, मैं हिंदी बोलता हूं घर में. I cannot do practice in Supreme Court. कभी Supreme Court कोई गया ही नहीं मेरी फैमिली से, right? What is that? That is my view. What is view? Can anyone tell me? Okay, first row here. Tell me view. Yeah, you have confidence. I can tell. Go ahead. नजरिया क्या है? Very nice, very nice. खुद को please sit down. खुद को देखने का नजरिया क्या है? But I need to know from one more person. Why is that important though? I'm training judges. I've trained 60 federal judges in America. 60 federal judges पता है? जो Supreme Court के नीचे हैं अमेरिका में. They are called district court. हमारी district court नीचे होती है, trial court. वहां का district court, the word is right below the Supreme Court. Is district court called US district court. 60 Supreme district court के judge मेरे student रह चुके हैं. तो उनसे मैंने ये question पूछा. So it's not that I'm asking you. So please don't feel disrespected. I'm asking this question everywhere. In Brazil, in November, I gave a keynote at CBMA conference in front of 300 Brazilian attorneys and mediators. I asked them the same question. So I saw a hand here. हाँ जी, बताइए नजरिया की किसने हाथ खड़ा किया था? बताइए. Don't worry, please. And there is no wrong answer in my class. Okay, this is a class. We're not lecture only. Don't worry. G, you must be studious. You have thick glasses. So why are you worried?
Sir, please could you please repeat that very question?
No worries, no worries. It's okay. Questions, patience with myself. Question is, why does it matter how I view myself?
Sir, it is because the way we think is the way we react.
Very nice answer. Little philosophical, but I like it. The way we think is the way we react. The way we think about ourselves is the way we react. Let me just change the word react a little bit. May I? The way we think about ourselves is the way we will act. Reaction is a chain reaction to something else. There's no reaction here to somebody else. It's about मेरी सोच कहाँ खड़ी है मेरे बारे में. It's about me reacting to how I think about myself. Thank you. Please have a seat. If I think I cannot do something, what will happen? I will not act. I will only stay in Bhopal. I'll only stay in Madhya Pradesh. I'll only stay in Gwalior. I will only stay in Khanna in Punjab. My birthplace. Proud of it. Nothing wrong. Khanna in Punjab. Look at a small village. Right? A person, Justice Geeta Mittal, ex-Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir High Court, आपको पता होना चाहिए. She wrote some of the best judgments in our country. Some of the best judgments. I'm saying it loud and clear on recording. invited me not once, twice to her home. And this is the gift India is giving me. It's not the money, it's not the plane ticket. It is having a dinner with the family of Justice Mittal because she is so influenced by my thoughts and she wants to give me further confidence. The same confidence I lacked 23 years ago. So today, you may lack that confidence. What was the word I was talking about from P? Patience. Do not judge yourself. It's okay to lack the confidence. वो एकदम नहीं आएगा. And if you are thinking, yes sir, तुम अब कैलिफोर्निया में रहते हो, वहाँ वकील हो, दुनिया भर घूमे हो, आपको confidence आ गया. If that thought is in your mind, you are 100% right. Power of small steps. Dream रखो, dream. मार्टिन लूथर किंग सर ने कहा था, dream. ड्रीम होना चाहिए आपका कि मैं सर आपकी तरह बोलूंगा एमएटी यूनिवर्सिटी में 20 साल नहीं सर आप लेट हो गए, मैं तो 10 साल बाद ही आऊंगा, मैं तो 5 साल बाद ही आऊंगा, and then you'll make me proud. You're all younger to me, right? So you're like my family, young family. Seriously, for me there is no difference. That's what mediation have taught me. Besides participation, participate, let me say from one different angle. Remember I said participate in your family? Participate in your family, participate with your elders, participate with your mentors, participate with visiting guests, conferences. Let me say now a new thing to participation. Can I go back for a second? Participate with your heart, with your mind, and with your soul. कुछ छोड़ो ही ना. Justice Lahoti ने अगर call किया. So what time did I go in his office at home? Anybody can guess? सोचो. Supreme Court में अगर बुलाया, I was only third year student 2003. Remember I just told you at Nalsa. कुछ ऐसा भी नहीं था कि I was a 4.0 student. 4.0 मतलब जहाँ पे जो भी GPA है आपकी 8.0 नहीं. I'll be honest with you. Average student, best average, maximum. हाँ 5th year में अच्छे grade ले लिए. पर I was struggling. एक दो बार मैंने dad को call किया. He was a director of Indian Army Institute of Law, the very first India's Army Institute. That's where my dad served. So I have high respect for army. I have high respect for service. If any one of you or your family member has served, salute to all of you. Let's come back. Come back. Put your heart, put your mind, put your soul. I asked you what time? 6 a.m. सुबह 6:30, 6:30 बजे मैं उनके घर होता था, अकबर रोड पे. Why would I reach at 6:30 in the morning? मेरा दिल करता था क्या? Like, sir, नींद नहीं आती है. Why? Anyone tell? Simple answer. It's a very simple question. Why would I go to the Chief Justice house at 6:30 in the morning? बताओ यार, सोचो क्या है इसमें? Yes. Absolutely. वो तो थी. Thank you. Practical answer. Practical. Yes. Respect towards him. You're right. बट अगर वो है ही नहीं घर पे, अगर वो चेंबर्स में है ही नहीं तो रिस्पेक्ट कैसे हुआ? उनको कैसे पता होगा पहुंच गया? यस, पार्टिसिपेशन. व्हाई? बिकॉज सर सिट्स इन हिज ऑफिस एट 6:15 a.m. every morning. समझ में आई ना बात? If he is sitting in his office, then I must show up. I'm junior to him by a century, so I must give him my respect. So all of you are right. Dedication, respect have to be in. Then in the evening, he will be sitting in the chamber sometimes till 10 p.m. where I'm supposed to be in his house. Now let me make a comment about law. Law is one of the most difficult profession. इसको lightly मत लेना. Sir was absolutely right. Sir ने कहा ना अभी 10 मिनट पहले. Sir said mediation is not that easy as it looks. Sir ने बोला. If you were listening, he told us about impartiality, neutrality. He is 110% right. Mediation मैं अमेरिका में करता हूँ. I'm on some international panels as well. Recently, China appointed me on one of the panels as well. I know India और China का भी tension चल रहा है. Patience. Don't think you have to go to Supreme Court tomorrow, but make a plan. Strategic plan तैयार करो. कि सुख सिमरन सर आए थे. And I promised who कि मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाऊंगा. किसको प्रॉमिस करोगे? थैंक यू, हु सेड दैट? ब्रिलियंट। मुझे प्रॉमिस नहीं चाहिए आप। अरे मैं कैसे आपको प्रॉमिस को फुलफिल करूंगा? मैं तो निकल जाऊंगा, सीधी सी बात है। मुझे कैसे पता लगा? अगर राजेंद्र सर के पास इतना टाइम है कि एक एक की आपका प्रॉमिस ढूंढने की? नहीं, वी आर बिजी। The only person you need to stand up in your eyes is who? Yourself. The only person you're going to make a promise today is who? And I'm giving you a secret. आज भी फुलफिल नहीं करना, कल भी मत करना। प्लान बनाओ यार। एक साल बाद सर, my first court appearance was with Mr. P.P. Rao, one of the best constitutional lawyers of our country from Andhra Pradesh. मैं कहां से हूं? पंजाब से। वो कहां से थे? आंध्र प्रदेश। मैं कौन सी लैंग्वेज प्राइमरली बोलता हूं? पंजाबी। वो कौन सी बोलते हैं? आंध्र प्रदेश। तेलुगु यार, इतना भी पता। तो क्या हुआ? तेलुगु और पंजाबी। We spoke in what? English. English connects us. तो अच्छी बात है। सर की हिंदी भी बहुत पुअर थी। Now sir is gone, I can say I would have been scared. Sir का पता लग गया। But P.P. Rao sir told me when I was working with him, he would call me Mr. Singh. मैं fourth year का, एक साल बाद 2004, right after Justice Lahoti, fourth year का student था, P.P. Rao के साथ काम कर रहा दिल्ली में। सर बोले, Mr. Singh, yes sir, go get me 1947 AIR, open page 57, and there's a highlight at the bottom, and I wrote couple of words with my hand. Bring it and read that to me. मैंने कहा ये क्या बोल रहे हैं यार? पहले तो AIR नहीं होगा इतने साल का, सेकंड पेज नंबर कैसे याद है यार? क्या बोल रहे हैं सर? सुबह सुबह 6:30 बजे। Same thing. How many of you think he actually had that nailed down? Absolutely. वही पेज पे under the yellow marking was a handwriting. Now that is the best of advocacy, not in India, in the world. सुनो ध्यान से, advocacy is dying. अमेरिका में ट्रायल नहीं हो रही आजकल, सेटलमेंट इतनी हो जाती है, विड्रॉल हो जाते हैं, मीडिएशन हो जाती है, आर्बिट्रेशन हो जाती है। Less than 1% cases go to trial in America. समझ में आ गई बात? कमर्शियल केसेस लेस देन 1%। तो लोग तरस रहे हैं देखने के लिए टू सी अ गुड व्हाट एडवोकेसी। तो आपके पास तो भंडार है भाई। हाई कोर्ट यहां पे जाओ, दिल्ली सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाओ, बट यू हैव टू गो सी व्हाट द बेस्ट ऑफ एडवोकेसी। आई कैन टेक सो मेनी नेम्स। कपिल सिंगल, अभिषेक मनु सिंघवी just came to my house like 4 months ago in California. अरे he doesn't have to come to my house, बस सुना उन्होंने। He said, young man, I know you're doing good mediation. I want to just sit with Rajkumar, Vice Chancellor of Jindal Global. So, दोनों आए। मैंने कहा, sir, so I'm Indian at heart. मैंने खुद चाय बनाई। खाना बाहर से ऑर्डर कर दे, चाय तो बना सकता हूँ कम से कम, कुछ तो आता है। चाय बनाई। Look at the best of India. Abhishek Manu Singhvi sir said, I'm very happy, let's do dinner tomorrow. I said, okay sir, bring 30 judges, lawyers, अच्छे से होटल में चलते हैं। मैं कहा okay. He booked the best hotel in town, नाम नहीं लेता, very expensive. 30 judges, वकीलों की dinner, most expensive food. Who paid? अभिषेक मनु सिंह। एक बार उन्होंने देखा भी नहीं कितना बिल है, ऐसे निकाला, ऐसे काट दिया, जाओ जिसने जो खाना खाओ। अरे ये इंडिया का वकील है जो अमेरिका में जाके लोगों को, गोरों को खिला रहा है। सोच के देखो एक बार, सोच के देखो। और गोरे क्या करते हैं? अपना जेब में, अपना वॉलेट किधर है? जेब में। अब मैं हिंदी में बोलूंगा 1 मिनट के लिए, ट्रांसलेट मत करना इंग्लिश में। कंजूस है यार, दिखाने का पैसा है, दिल किसका है? इंडियन का। आपको वहां जाके खाना खिला सकता है। पेशेंस, पेशेंस रखो। 20 साल, 30 साल, 40 साल, 50 साल बनो पीपी राव की तरह, बनो आरसी लाहौटी की तरह, बनो मनु सिंह की तरह, बनो जो भी आपके दिमाग में है। साधा रामचंद्रन, वन ऑफ माय मेंटर्स। सी बी पे अटेंशन। तीनों का नाम लिया, सभी अब तक मेल थे। आरसी लाहौटी, पीपी राव। Let me talk about little amazing women leaders. Sadhana Ramachandran unfortunately left us last year. Terrific mediator. How many of you attended talk yesterday by Veena ma'am. She was a mediator, right? Today morning, thank you. Today morning, sorry, I'm traveling too much. By Veena ma'am, she is a mediator from Delhi. She gave a talk today on mediation. Terrific. Just mark my words down. Amazing mediator. She can handle any case internationally. I can tell you that. Question is opportunity. Does she have patience? Absolutely. मैंने उनका इंटरव्यू लिया कल उनका इंटरव्यू था. पूछा मैंने, मैम आपको कैलिफोर्निया आ जाएंगे? क्या चलते हैं? Patience. So have patience with yourself. Don't tell yourself you have to kill yourself to do something, but make a plan. Something right? Make a plan that 5 years, 10 years, 20 years you will do something. Can I move on? Next P is very important. See, I'm prepared. I did not come without notes. So I'm going to open up my notes. Why am I telling you? Because I'm showing you as a lawyer, you must always be prepared. Otherwise, I'm disrespectful to who? To you. And to who? It all comes back here. मैं अपनी निगाह में खुद ना गिरूं, इसलिए मैंने 1 घंटा लगाया आपके लेक्चर के लिए. I have given 2000 speeches in the last 3 years. मैं काउंट किया बैठ के 2000 ऑनलाइन ये वो सब कुछ मिला के 40 की नोट्स दिए मैंने लास्ट ईयर 40 अराउंड द वर्ल्ड, जापान में, ब्राजील में. मुझे प्रिपरेशन की जरूरत नहीं थी, पर मैं इसलिए करके आया हूं और नोट्स साथ में लेके आया हूं. ये लिखा हो पेशेंस के ऊपर पूरा लेक्चर है, इसी लेके आया हूं तो आपको पता लगे मेहनत बहुत जरूरी है. सो थर्ड पी, प्रेपरेशन. पार्टिसिपेशन, पेशेंस, प्रेपरेशन. प्रिपेयर करो. ऐसा प्रिपेयर करो कि कोई आपको रोक ना सके. ऐसा प्रिपेयर करो कि आप अमेरिका में जाके 30 लोगों को डिनर खिला सके. ऐसा प्रिपेयर करो कि जब आप कोर्ट में आओ हर बंदा खड़ा हो. ऐसा प्रिपेयर करो कि कभी कोई आपको कुछ मजाक ना कर सके. You know, पीपी राव सर का इतना डर था ना. We were so scared of him, or as juniors. He came to his house, we'll watch him. होता है ना, इंडिया में देखते हैं ना सर का मूड कैसा है. So yesterday, Justice Geeta Mittal, when he had me to her house, I was late by 20 minutes. Delhi got traffic, yaar, jo bhi tha. But I admit it was my fault. Did she show me anger? Oh yeah. एक बार तो उन्होंने दिखा दिया कि, but then she was super nice. But she gave me enough point that next time, I'm ever going to her house, I'll be 5 minutes early. Dekho, she has a way of teaching. So I have a way of teaching. Prepare. Prepare, like, I'll give you a simple fundamental, simple social because let's conclude the lecture. Prepare 3 times more than you think you need to prepare, period. 3 गुना ज़्यादा prepare करो. कुछ लाइफ में कुछ भी हो ना, 3 गुना ज़्यादा prepare करो. Lecture prepare करना है. Okay, I thought I'll spend 5 minutes, spend 15. Because overconfidence aa jata hai life mein, right? To kill that, prepare 3 times extra. This is not something I figured out. My father, remember, director of Army Institute of Patiala, he told me that. Because if you prepare very well, then you don't need to read the notes to give the lecture. Then the lecture is imbibed in your mind, in your heart, because you spend 3 times extra. That's how you prepare for your case. That's how you prepare for your mediation. So if you ask me, Dr. Singh, आपका easy होगा अमेरिका में mediation करना? Are you kidding me? आप मुझे मजाक कर रहे हो भाई? पहली बात, अगला देखता है कि young है. I'm still young, right? In my 40s. Number 2, देखता है कि सिर पे क्या ये पगड़ी बांध रखी है. They don't know. So I'm outsider. तीसरा, skin color, brown. If you didn't notice, you're all brown as well. So यहाँ पे majority हो, मैं समझता हूँ. अरे बाहर तो पैर रख के देखो. जाओ लंदन. Jao Singapore, Jao America, you are minority instantly like this. And you must travel. It's good to get out of your comfort zone. Okay? Do not be shy. Do not be afraid. Do not be insecure about your past. Be proud of whoever you are. Have clarity on that. Preparation. Prepare. Let's move to next one. I want to move. Preparation is part of many people, many teachers like your honorable Major General Sir sitting here, Dr. Sharma is here. Many of them must have taught you preparation. So I'm going to move on to next one. This one is very critical for me. Now I want you to write this down because this one can change your literal practice of mediation, arbitration, and law. And someone told me when I was in High Court in Chandigarh, just for a few months practice, they told me this word, but it never hit me till today in a way, persistence. आप कुछ भी काम शुरू करोगे ना, there'll be many people who will say, क्या कर रहा है यार? You cannot practice law. अरे तेरे को तो इंग्लिश नहीं आती है. अरे तेरे पापा तो हाई कोर्ट के जज नहीं हैं. अरे तेरे पास पैसा नहीं है, तेरे पास पैसा है, तेरे पास गाड़ी नहीं है, तेरे पास ज्यादा गाड़ी. People will say anything to you, and that is the problem with our culture and society in India. जो कोई ऊपर उठता है ना, हम क्या कहते हैं? Instead of saying good job man, हम क्या कहते हैं? अरे यार, क्यों? You can. My friends at Nalsar, let me be very, I won't name them. I want to. My friends at Nalsar. So I used to stutter a little bit, right? Stammering, stuttering. My friends will say what? तेरे से practice, तेरे से नहीं होगा कुछ. English भी weak था. तेरे से क्या English बोलेगा? And now I'm teaching people how to do public speaking in English. Besides a few other languages. But no, thank you. But this is your belief in yourself. And this is your belief in yourself. So I'm just standing humbly in front of you. अगर कोई ये लिख लो actually, ये important point है. अगर कोई आपको कहे ना, कोई कहे कि आप ये नहीं कर सकते. The young man there front row, right there. The second, what's your name?
Sir,
Vansh.
Vansh.
Nice name, Vansh. Vansh means group or civilization. Vansh means what?
Lineage.
Huh?
Lineage.
Lineage, almost like dynasty. Beautiful. Vansh, thank you. Vansh अगर कहे, अगर कोई Vansh को कहे, Vansh, you cannot do something. I want Vansh to write down what? Now I will do it. पहले नहीं मैं सोच रहा था कि I'll do it, but now this guy told me I cannot practice law. So not only I'm going to practice law, I'm going to practice at Supreme Court, and then maybe get New York bar or California bar and practice there as well. Dual qualified. But please listen to the next one. But does Vansh has to go back to, let's say किसी गोरे ने कहा, इसको Smith ने कहा, does Vansh has to go back to J. Smith to tell him, look, I'm practicing law? No. Please listen to me. अपनी life को action से भर दो, word से नहीं. That is now my bio. आपने पढ़ी ना bio 10 मिनट. मुझे कुछ कहने की जरूरत नहीं है, मैं मेहनत करता हूँ. अरे वहां पे मेहनत है भाई. How will you be on JAM's panel? How can you join JAM's panel? The very first Indian born, proud Indian born to be on JAM's panel, one of the very youngest people. मेहनत की है यार. कभी कहा था किसी ने नालसर में तुम नहीं कर सकता. दिल में ले लिया यार. अभी तक रखा है दिल में, रखूंगा. And nothing wrong with it. Right? Are you with me? So सुनो, कोई क्रिटिसाइज करता है ना आपको, और हर जगह है. ज्यादा अमीर हो क्रिटिसाइज हो गए, कम अमीर हो क्रिटिसाइज हो गए, बड़े हो क्रिटिसाइज, छोटे. इंडिया में तो यार लुक्स पे तू मोटा है, तू काला, क्या है ये? Why are we so racist? Let me be very honest. क्या है ये? धर्म पे तू हिंदू है, तू सिख है. अरे this country has produced the best of intellectuals and this is what we are today. Let me ask you one more time. रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर की धरती है ये? Are you with me? और हम क्या कर रहे हैं? तू मोटा है, तू का. Are you kidding me? If somebody tells you, I'm too dark skinned, you say, really, that's what you're thinking? I'm sorry for you. ऐसा कहो उसको. I feel sorry for you because that's where आपकी सोच, that's where your thinking is. Persist, fight back. Persist, grow. Persist, never ever quit. Academy खोला मैंने. अभी प्रोफेसर बेदी को बता रहा था, प्रोफेसर अंशु को बता रहा था. I opened my own academy. I put a lot of my private funds, no funding from anybody else. खुद का चलो कमाया यार, जो मर्जी करूं उसमें डाल दिया काफी पैसा, right? Best of mediators इकट्ठे किए, इंटरव्यू लिया उनका. कल मिल के आ रहा हूँ मिस्टर मोन्टेक सिंह आलूवालिया से, परसों मिला मैडम गीता मित्तल से. तो इंटरव्यू ले रहा हूँ, दिल कर रहा है. Why? I want to have a free resource for the world. देखो इंडिया के लीडर कैसे हैं. My idea. दिल में आइडिया आया, कैमरा है, चलो. I don't need a journalist. Are you with me? तो दो पैशन है, करोगे. अभी persist करो. Passion will come. अभी सिर्फ follow करो. Once you will have the opportunity, enough funds of your own. पापा मम्मी के नहीं. वो already fund कर रहे हैं. Grow up, stand on your own feet. Once promise yourself, one day I'm done. Dad, mom, I will not take your money. You have to. किसको promise करोगे वो? उनको करने की जरूरत नहीं, खुद को करो. Since I went to US 2005, haven't taken a penny. हाँ, उनको घर लेके दिया, गाड़ी लेके दिए, खुद लेके दिए, ईमानदारी से कमाया. Proud of it, and they are proud of me. Let's conclude the lecture with the last P. Who can summarize the 4 P's so far? Just naam hi bata do. One student, anybody. Yes. Thoda loudly. Participate.
Participate,
Ji?
patience,
Ji?
preparation and persistence.
Preparation and
Persistence.
let's come to the last one. You may not have thought about this, but this is one of the most important things ignored in every society, not just in India, even abroad. The word is, please sit down, please, thank you. Word is power. Power. You have to understand what is power, how to manage power. Why? Alright, let's be very honest. We are right now in hierarchical culture. The moment you say sir and ma'am, क्या हुआ? Hierarchy. उसको देखो, सोचो. But you have to see, if I want to be called sir and ma'am, what should I do? So 3 tips under it. Simple 3 tips. Power. Number 1, power is known to manipulate people if it is given in high dose. It can manipulate people. Do not let power manipulate you. समझ में आई बात? Let me say it again. Look at some famous families in the world. I won't name them. दुनिया में, इंडिया में भी हैं, who have a lot of power, either by money or political power. One thing you'll notice, they don't want to leave it. Those who have money, they will spend enormous money to show to the entire population. Look, क्या दिखाएंगे वो कि हमारे पास कितना पैसा है. Why? Because that's the only power they have. They're not intellectuals. They can't go and give a lecture. What will they do? Show the Rolls Royce. एक नहीं, दो नहीं, 10. ऊपर सोना लगा दिया. अरे Rolls Royce की. Anyways, come back. Sorry, got distracted. Seriously, look, you killed the entire art of a beautiful car. ऊपर phone लगा दिए. But come back. Power. वही dynasty politics में. अरे election नहीं जीत रहे हो, बेटे को लगा दिया. बेटा नहीं जीता, बेटी को खड़ा कर दिया. Look how power. इतना नहीं सोचा कि देश का क्या होगा. And this is not just India, so please don't think I'm focusing here. US देख लो भाई. I'll just use one word and stop speaking about US. Namuna. Power. Do not let power manipulate you and ये अपने आप को promise करो. जब आप powerful हुए, and I pray to God, each one of you become powerful in your own ways, beautiful ways. किसी को copy मत करो. खुद power का पाथ बनाओ. Power is in many fields. Number 2 tip on power. One is manipulation. Just be aware of that. Okay? Number 2 tip, there are different kinds of power. अगर डॉक्टर वेदिक क्रिमिनोलॉजी पढ़ा रही हैं, डॉक्टर शर्मा एडीआर पढ़ा रहे हैं, राइट? डॉक्टर अंशु मीडिएशन पढ़ा रही हैं, डॉक्टर राजेंद्र सिंह आपको ये बता रहे हैं कि लाइफ जीनी कैसे है. That's power. Dr. Ranveer Singh, my guru in Delhi, I always go meet him. Is he giving me money? No. Is he writing me recommendations today? No. 20 साल पहले लिखी थी. I know what Sir likes. Sir likes a very particular brand of shirt that's available in California. Because when he came visit me, he has blessed each one of my homes. I bought a few over the years. Say America में home change करते रहते हो ना, घर लेके फिर ले रहते हो when you change. So Sir has been to each one of them. So I know what he likes. So I went to Gurgaon to give him the gift, and happened to be his 51st marriage anniversary. So sir ne bola, "Hey, tu America se aa gaya." So he brought cake, brought the whole family, celebrated. That is India for you. किसी भी देश में दुनिया में सुओ मोटो इम्प्रॉम्प्टू इतनी जल्दी कोई केक पहले तो ऑर्डर नहीं हो सकता वहां तो 3 दिन लगेंगे. दूसरा, they will say schedule it, talk to my PA, talk to my assistant, कैलेंडर खोल के बैठे थे यार. अमेरिका में जाओ, कैलेंडर खोल के बैठ जाएंगे. हाँ, अगले महीने 16 तारीख को, चाहे कुछ भी नहीं कर रहे, आज से अगले महीने तक ड्रामा, राइट? वही तो है ना. अगर पैसा है तो दिखाओ. Why is Abhishek Manu Singh paying for your bills? Anyways, come back. So कैलेंडर खोल के बैठ जाते हैं. हाँ, अगले महीने आप आ जाओ. Don't fall for that trap. Be strong inside. Learn to see who is using power to manipulate you. That's a different power now. First, do not let power manipulate you when you become power. Number two, don't let somebody else manipulate you through power. Dikhava. So, ये तो भगवान को आप कृपा कर सकते हो, अरदास कर सकते हो, और रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हो कि मुझे इतनी शक्ति दे that I can distinguish between the person who is right and who is wrong, someone who is true and someone who is false. ये तो आपको ही रिक्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. Are you with me? Let's conclude. Third and last point. So we were talking about power. Power. We're talking about 3 ways. Power manipulates, you understand? Don't let somebody else manipulate you. Power. Number 3, I was mentioning there are different kinds of powers, right? Education as a power, teaching as a power, money as a power, political power. But here comes the big one. Please think about this. This is what I've been teaching in US lately, and it's very, very effective. People don't think about it. This is a very vast point, but I think you'll get it. Because India is sharp, and that is the point. There is perceived power, and there is real power. परसेप्शन और रियलिटी में अंतर है. कब तक है? जब तक वेरी नाइस. यू 100%. क्या नाम है आपका? बिल्कुल सही आंसर. बैठिए बिल्कुल सही आंसर. आई वांट समबडी एल्स टू आंसर, यू नो, डिफरेंट देन हिम. ही सेड जब तक आपका परसेप्शन रियलिटी में चेंज नहीं हो जाता तब तक डिफरेंस है. सेम थिंग. ही इज एक्चुअली राइट, बट आई जस्ट वांट टू हियर फ्रॉम समबडी एल्स. राइट? हाउ?
जब आपका जो एक्चुअलिटी जो है आपका
जी,
परसेप्शन लेवल पे चली गई.
ठीक है. So actually, well, Dr. Sharma is taking us in a very different world. It's the other way around too, and he's absolutely right there too. कई लोग झूठ बोल के create power, so you perceive they are powerful. कई लोग have real power. You need to be smart enough to figure it out. But how does that connect to mediation? Let's conclude. In mediation, some parties claim they are very powerful. You as a mediator need to figure out they are not. You have to manage the power. But more importantly, now here comes the biggest point. Power is in the mind. Power is in the mind of that person who perceives. You see, अगर मैं सर को पानी का गिलास देता हूं, that means I am telling myself I need to respect him. ठीक है? कोई बदतमीजी भी कर सकता है. That's what उसकी सोच है. वो बाद की बात है, सर उसके साथ क्या करेंगे वो. Let's not go there. But right now, what's the point? Maybe he's generous, maybe he will kick him out. But the point here is, power is in the mind. जिसको भी, apply this to your family. अगर आप दिमाग में, दिल में किसी की रिस्पेक्ट है, तो उनकी पावर आपके ऊपर है. अगर आपके दिमाग में और दिल में किसी की रिस्पेक्ट नहीं है, तो उनकी पावर है ही नहीं. So all I'm telling you is requesting you to study the concept of power. It's a very beautiful, dangerous concept. Not only it manipulates you, other people try to manipulate you, and there's a whole idea of reality versus perception. And the word I'll conclude this lecture by is manifestation. Now coming back to my very first point. You. Remember I started with you? What did I tell you about yourself? What is most important is what you tell yourself about yourself. क्या story, क्या आप अपने आप को बताते हो? Now let's connect that thought to power. अगर आप बोलोगे कि मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट में कभी प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर सकता, कभी, तो क्या कहा आपने? आपने अपने दिमाग में अपने लिए अपनी ही पावर कम कर दी. किसने नहीं कहा, आपने खुद ही कम कर दी. हाँ, सोसाइटी ने इम्पैक्ट किया, वो पड़ोसन का फर्क पड़ा, वो भाई साहब उसने कहा, फर्क पड़ा, लोगों ने कहा, टॉन्ट कसे, ये कहा, मजाक किया, उसका असर होता है, but ultimately we choose our destiny. Ultimately it's my decision that मैंने अपने आप अपनी पावर कम कर दी. So my younger friends, pay attention. If you want to mediate in New York, in California, you can do it. I have trained students and my students have taken jobs at World Bank. My students have right now practicing law in California. My students is practicing law in Australia. My student, I met one day before yesterday, Rushab Kapadia from Gujarat, practicing law at Supreme Court. Gujarat से है, father की बड़ी अच्छी practice है, environmental lawyer, Mr. Kapadia. देख लो, Google में जाकर देख लो. What did he promise me in California when he became my student? Sir, मैं खुद की practice करूँगा. Listening to a similar lecture. अब क्या कर रहा है? खुद की practice कर रहा है. चल पड़ी absolutely. Brilliant young man. Brilliant young man. अब क्यों मैं example दे रहा हूँ ये सब की? क्यों? Because they have manifested. They have manifested what they can be into reality. So today, I want you to manifest with me and let's end it here. Each one of you, don't talk for the next 30 seconds, 40 seconds, maybe a minute even. Write down something or think about something. Not even write down. Think about something you want to manifest 5, 10, 15, 20 years from today. Just लिख लो. डरो मत, किसी को दिखाना भी मत प्लीज, किसी को बताना भी मत. लोग हंसेंगे, लोग ऐसे ही हैं. लोगों की टेंशन ना लो. Do not even tell your best friend, no, but manifest something. That this is where I want to go. Can you do that? देखना. There's a book, Power of Subconscious Mind. सुनी होगी आपने. What does that talk about? Same thing. अपने आप आपका दिमाग उस तरफ जाएगा and one day that manifestation will become a reality. That is how I got that bio, is through manifestation. I thought I'll share those 5 secrets of my life. Hopefully I made some sense. Hopefully I valued your time. But honored to be here, and I look forward to seeing tomorrow to many of you, and I promise it will be a different lecture. Thank you.
Very good. What the professor has told you about these are very much required in mediation. This will help you to become worldly wise. Unless until you become worldly wise, you can't be a good mediator. Worldly wise means you must know how people get convinced, how you should behave with them. Mediation, all it is psychological handling of a situation. If you don't have patience, how can you become a good mediator? You start shouting at all those parties. So patience is very, very important. Prepare in the sense you have to prepare. You have to tell the parties in the way in which they get convinced. And this power will only be obtained by you if you are worldly wise. And you as an advocate, you become, advocates are always worldly wise. If you are not worldly wise, you can't be successful lawyer. Same thing with the mediator. So this word mediator looks very enchanting, but it's not easy to be a mediator. You have to have a lot of all those things which the professor told you, you have to have that. And these all are related to mediation. In fact, whatever the professor has spoken, all relates to mediation. You should be like that. Then only you will be successful mediator. By reading books, you can't be mediator. Like we say in army, you can't get all this quality of an army also by reading books. You have to inculcate those things. Simply in mediation also you have to be like that. उठते बैठते आपके you should have those things. Then only you can be a good mediator. Patience, of course, very, very important aspect. Who is the king of jungle? Tiger. But tiger also succeeds in hunting in only 35% cases. 65% he fails. And look at the patience of the tiger. He'll keep waiting for the, for hunting, he'll keep waiting, he'll keep hiding. Sometimes he'll go back. He is not, बस की बात नहीं है. Deer has run away. He'll come back. He'll try, he fails. Yet he is the king of the jungle. So without patience, you cannot achieve anything. Patience you will have to have, and all those fields you must master on those things. So all these tools of mediation you must master. So mediation is good, is a profession and very nice to mediate. What is happening in the world? All mediation is going on. Bharat, Pakistan.
Question answer.
Yes, in the world scenario also this all mediation is going on. Bharat, Pakistan, that conflict which arose recently, US is mediating. US, Russia, Ukraine war, the UN is mediating. So this is part. This all mediation is going on. Mediation is a part of life. In household affairs also mediation takes place. लड़ाई झगड़ा दो भाइयों में होता है, फादर मीडिएट्स. नेबर्स में आपस में होता है, somebody else mediates. So mediation is a part of life. But to be a good mediator, you have to have certain qualities. It's not that के quoted lecture and you become mediator. It's not so. It's practice which makes a man perfect. Now I request the professor, you can ask any question to him, question or answer.
Thank you, sir. What we do in the US, we do a very interactive session. So if you are okay, I will take some questions and please be free. Please ask me any questions since we have a chance. So let's make it a workshop for at least 10-15 minutes. तो आपके भी कोई भी दिमाग में क्वेश्चन है पूछिए, हिंदी में, इंग्लिश में, कैसे भी पूछना पूछिए. Please do them. I will feel disrespected if you don't ask me a question. But then you tell me you have not listened to me. ठीक है? So who has the first question? Please. Very good. Mediation में कैसा है कि लोग एडवोकेट से ज्यादा mediation में believe करते हैं. 5 things I can quickly answer. Mediation number 1 can heal relationships. देखिए, if you go to court, लड़ाई होती है. सबसे पहले प्रॉब्लम होती है relationships. दो भाई, सर का एग्जाम्पल, अगर कोर्ट में गए, लड़ते हैं कोर्ट में भी से, trial is what fight. In a fight, only one party wins, but ultimately they both lose. Okay? That is the problem of litigation. Number 2, litigation is expensive. पैसा बहुत लगता है. Number 3, India में time बहुत लगता है. You know the issue with our courts. Some cases are pending for 10+ years. I know of a criminal case where the accused died waiting for trial. There are several cases like that. So, 3 तो मैंने बता दिया, relationships, money, expenses, time. Next 2 are very important. Pay attention. Fourth one is a mediator through mediation. Listen, a mediation can bring calmness to people's injuries. Healing was one word, injuries is different. So, देखो, some people are going through stress, mental stress. Divorce हो रहा है husband wife. देखो, husband wife are divorcing. I hope your parents are never divorced. If they are, I'm sorry. Because I did divorce mediations and I know the impact. This morning, I'm in Delhi only. I got a call from California, new case. This woman is crying on the phone. Indian woman living in LA. Let's not talk too much about her, but she's crying on the phone. Sir, please help me. I said, sure, what do you need? My husband is abusive, this and that. I said, okay, I got the facts. I have two kids. I said, how old are they? They're exact same age as my kids. I heard that. Said, what is happening? While I'm outside the house, he's asking for rent. How is he asking for rent? She gave me little facts. And I was just woken up, 6 in the morning. But when a client calls you like that, the biggest mistake you can make is what? Abhi time. I didn't even tell her I'm in Delhi. But okay, give her respect. Why? Because she's going through mental stress, physical stress, emotional stress, psychological stress. Now, litigation, unless litigation is done, her stress is going to only increase because of the investment. And she told me, she said, वकील पे गोरे थे, कहती है गोरे वकील ने $20,000 लेके भी कुछ नहीं किया. So I found that you're Indian and you're practicing there, and I really need your help. I said, sure, I'll help you. But देखो, so your answer fourth question, mediation has the power not only to heal people's the case of conflict, what they are asking for the issues, but to heal them psychologically, mentally, emotionally. The last point is satisfaction. People get more satisfied results through mediation versus litigation, and both parties can have a win-win or better results than one party. So आपको 5 आंसर मैंने quickly दिए हैं as to why mediation is increasing. Yes, lawyers may not suggest, advocates may not suggest people to go to mediation. Why? Because litigation में lawyers को वकीलों को पैसा ज़्यादा होता है. It's a very good point you raised, but you have to think what's better. I would suggest you strongly consider mediation as a profession. पर एक बात याद रखना, अब छोटे लोगों से काफी my young friends, listen to me carefully. You cannot become a full-time mediator outside of law school. Sir has a very important point. ऐसा वो सोचना मैं 5 साल MIT में लगाए, law degree मिलगी, I'll be a mediator. Why? अरे अपने कंट्री में क्या है? Power है, hierarchy है. क्या बोलेंगे? बच्चा है, तुझे क्या? Even if you know everything, क्या कहते हैं हम? तुझे क्या पता है? So Wani मैम को कल मैंने इंटरव्यू दिया तो I asked her, what do you do? How do you promote youngsters? India has the best of law students. And one more thing, never believe in tags. Tag बहुत होते हैं लाइफ में. Mercedes-Benz is a tag. Toyota is a tag. NLU is a tag. MIT is a tag. Let's be very honest. Do not believe in the hierarchy of tags, please. मैं खन्ना से आया हूँ भाई. KS Modern Senior Secondary School करना. कोई हार्वर्ड का ग्रेजुएट नहीं हूँ. हाँ, हार्वर्ड के स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाया है, पर ग्रेजुएट नहीं किया वहां से. समझ में आ गई ना बात? तो वहां भी देखो क्या हो रहा है. Tax to believe, so anywhere you are, do not believe in tax, but believe in the power. Did I answer your question? Little bit, at least. It's a good question, very good question. So that be, but do not believe on legal case. So what my idea is, try to be a lawyer, try to be a JAG officer, try to be something that gives you a stable income. Intern कर लो, extern कर लो, clerkship कर लो, जो भी दिमाग में है, go for judicial officer. But then practice mediation on the side. Remember my P, persistence. This will take persistence. Mediation is one career, but एक बात देखिए बहुत सुंदर है, ध्यान सुनिए. 5 साल, 7 साल, 10 साल persist किया आपने. You may be thinking, what? 5, 10, 7, 10 years? I said yes. It will take you 5, 7, 10 years. But 10 साल बाद, you will be an exception. Because वो सभी national law schools, सभी universities को मिला के, there will be only a handful. Let me make a claim here, very bold. There will be only a handful of people who persist. उन्हीं को फिर वाणी जी, चंद्रोक सर कॉल करें कि तूने हर कॉन्फ्रेंस में आया, हर वर्कशॉप में आया, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी आया, समाधान में भी गया, माध्यम में भी गया, समाधान माध्यम होते हैं माध्यम दे रहे। तो तुझे मैं चाहता हूँ, I will build you up, I want to give you my first mediation case. That is persistence. So good question. Okay, maybe one or two more. Let's do other questions. कोई भी question हो जाए, very good question. Yes. जी. Okay. पहला offer मैं आपको देता हूँ. That's a good question. So I made a whole. I've been impacted by communication, right? Because my communication was very poor. And now I like to teach how to communicate. You see, I'll give you quick tips since you asked me such a beautiful way, honest simple way, both of you good questions. But then I'll give you an offer. I'll give you a through cert. What I'll do, I created an entire course on communication. It's all online. आपको कहीं जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, and you can take it. So I will work with MIT University through cert, and let me see what I can do. My goal is not to make any money. If I have to offer the course for a little bit or completely open free, I will do it. So you have to attend, but it is effort. It's 4-week course. It's not one class and done. So you have to work on it. You have to persist in it. You have to practice it. You see what I'm saying? So this is going to take time, but I take you through 4 stages of public speaking. Now, since you're asking right now, I'm going to give you a quick answer. Number 1 thing, to speak, look at the way I'm using my hands. Body language matters. Right? I can talk like this, very difficult, very different. I can talk like this, very different. I can talk like this. Pay attention to everything. Look at the eye contact. Look at the little lead in my body. I can talk like this. This is very different. सोचो, हर चीज में difference है. America, जैसा भी country है, it has taught me to pay attention to the smallest of details. कल मैं एक दोस्त को मिला, सुप्रीम कोर्ट में प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है. मोटरसाइकिल एक्सीडेंट, राइट, लास्ट ईयर. अच्छा लग रहा है, मैं नाम नहीं बताऊंगा, अच्छा लग रहा है, मेरा दोस्त है, तो मैं उससे मिला, जिस डूइंग सम बिग बिजनेस एंड प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है. तो द फर्स्ट थिंग आई नोटिस इज टीथ आर ऑल गॉन. यहां से ना कटा हुआ है, हिज फेस हैज सम स्कार्स. मैं पीएम ऑफिस में जा रहा हूं, प्राइम मिनिस्टर सर से मीटिंग हो रही है, उनके जूनियर से, नॉट प्राइम मिनिस्टर से, उनके सेक्रेटरी वगैरह से मीटिंग हो रही है. अभी मैं सब भैया ये कर रहा हूं, भैया ये कर रहा हूं, तो मैं उसको देख रहा हूं. फिर बोल रहा भैया मैं ये कर दूंगा. इंडिया में थोड़ा जेनरल भी करते हैं ना, तो ये कर दूंगा, मैं 200 मिलियन की डील कर रहा हूं. मैंने कहा सो आई एम कैलकुलेटिंग माय हेड, 200 मिलियन कह रहा है तो 2 मिलियन की होगी. यू हैव टू फिगर दैट आउट इन इंडिया. चलो सब कुछ कर रहा है, फिर मैं उसका मुंह देख रहा हूं बार बार. मैं बोल रहा हूं भाई मुंह में क्या हुआ? वो सर भैया मेरा वो पता नहीं, मैंने लास्ट ईयर एक्सीडेंट हुआ, वो बड़ा बहुत मुश्किल से बचा, मैं गिरा, वो मोटरसाइकिल में मेरे दांत टूट गए, ये देखो. मैं कहा आई कैन सी इट. मैं आधे घंटे से वही देख रहा हूं. मैंने कहा ये फिक्स कब कराएगा भाई? वो भैया टाइम नहीं लगा. मैं कहा अभी उतार है, सेक्रेटरी के पास जा रहा है, पीएम ऑफिस के, कहां नेगोशिएट करेगा और आज मेरे से सेशन ले रखो. मैंने कहा दिस इज द नंबर 1 पार्ट ऑफ नेगोशिएशन. खुदा ना खास कर कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर, मिनिस्टर कुछ आपको जज मिल गया तो व्हाट विल दे लुक एट? फर्स्ट थिंग इज आपकी शक्ल. तो शक्ल में क्या है? यहां स्कार लगा हुआ है, दांत जुड़े हुए हैं. तो यस, दैट इज समथिंग यू कैन कंट्रोल. दैट इज समथिंग सिंपल, राइट? Presentation style matters. Preparation matters. So communication, आपका अच्छा question है. How you present yourself, what kind of clothes you wear, what how you show up, how you use your hands, how you use your eye contact. Now, last thing I mentioned here, but then you come up with a four-week course. I'll give you my card. If there's any issue, you talk to me directly because bureaucracy नहीं होना चाहिए. And that is the following. Listen to this carefully. Listen carefully. The most important part in presentation is what? Huh? Eye contact? That's part of it, not most important. Huh? Confidence, good. That's part of it, psychological. Good. Somebody else. How am I communicating with you right now? Okay, one person, remember? After I go, you don't have to stand up, just raise your hand.
I think it's knowledge.
Okay, knowledge. So I would put knowledge, confidence under a package, like intellectual package, right? Psychological, intellectual package. I saw a hand here. Wait, आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा था? Yes. Body language, good. आप क्या कह रहे हैं?
It's to see what people are willing to hear and then acknowledge the fact and then speak.
So reading the people. That's a very good one actually. अभी किसी ने बोला नहीं है readability, listening. कि मैं क्या बोल रहा हूँ, आप कैसे कर रहे हो? You see my interaction with you, right? I'm asking you questions, so I can see are you with me, are you listening to me? That's very important, absolutely. Right? Reading is part of people. Very good job. Psychology so far, knowledge. And reading people. अभी भी मेरे को आंसर नहीं मिला जो मैं चाहता हूँ. Yes. हाँ? Language. क्या नाम आपका? अनुष्का ने कहा कि लैंग्वेज, can anyone help her? She's absolutely right. पर लैंग्वेज में क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? Am I speaking language? क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? Yes. हाँ? Clarity, bro. Okay, let's see. Communicate कौन बोला? Yes. Preparation ठीक है? Yes, to that. Communicate कैसे कर रहा हूँ मैं communicate? Through words, यार. Through spoken. See, body language is part of communication, right? And don't believe that somebody made up that stuff. 90% is body language. Have you researched that? That's all made up. There's no. The guy who said that didn't mean to make it English, so you have to look it up. But let's go back. Body language is part of communication. Speaking is part of communication. Listening is part of communication. Eye contact is part of communication. Let's pay attention to now speech. Speech. Let's pay attention since you asked a good question. I can speak to you like this. How are you doing, man? You doing good? Good. The same thing. I can speak to you like this. How are you? So nice. क्या कर रहा है यार? क्या कर रहा है? Same question. Are you good? Emotions in your voice. अब देखो इंडिया में क्या बहुत तरीका है. क्या करते हैं? बहुत जल्दी बोलते हैं. Sometimes we are nervous and we speed up, man. We really speed up. So I was always Supreme Court angry and just how you working me. I am just क्या हो रहा है? Slow down. अब ज़्यादा slow down नहीं कर देना. I worked at the Supreme Court. Now you have to have a lot of things. But उसमें pay attention to two things. Pauses. कब रुकना? Silence. कैसे use करना? Pitch. सुनो. Pitch is different than pace. Pace is the speed with which I'm speaking. Pitch is how high and low I'm speaking. Emotions is what we are very good in. Amir Khan's, I respect him a lot. Amir Khan did a show once on masculinity. On Satyamir Jayate, आपने देखा नहीं? There's episode 6 on masculinity. I've shown it to all Korean people I can find. देखो India में कितना दिमाग है. So I just find an excuse I play this show because he did a fantastic interview of husband and wife who lost their 20-year-old son. 20-year-old son because उसकी बाइक किसी और की बाइक से टच हुई. अगर आपने वो शो देखा. So I request you homework. Go on YouTube. All you have to do is Amir Khan, Satyamir Jayate. And Amir Khan does an interview of husband and wife who lost their son. And they मजदूर हैं दोनों. मजदूर हैं. And उसमें अमीर खान को भी याद दिया पूछता है तो आपको कोर्ट ने इंसाफ नहीं दिया तो अमीर खान क्या कहता है वो फालतू क्या कहता है वो कहता है सर क्या करूंगा उस पैसे से मुझे वो पैसा नहीं चाहिए. And Americans are blown away by that statement. वो समझ नहीं सकते कि a poor man in India who has lost a son, which is his future livelihood, is offered money in the court and doesn't want that money. And that is our culture. That's how I introduce what culture is. How can you replicate that anywhere in the world? जी, भाई टच होना और उसको मारना because वो गरीब का लड़का है, वो भी गलत है. So going back to your brilliant question, communication. क्या नाम था आपका? So make sure you get my card. I want to make sure you get the course on public speaking. It's a 4-week course. And taken a lot of pain to develop it. But think about many things: fear of speaking, confidence in speaking, preparation in speaking, patience in speaking. Besides all of that, looking at some terrific world speakers, there's a lot of resources nowadays to see. Give you one example. There's a woman from Nigeria, Chimamanda Adichie. She gave a TED talk, and the TED talk title is "Danger of a Single Story." If you don't remember anything today, remember that: "Danger of a Single Story." One of the best TED talks I've seen. And I've given my own TED talks, but I recommend you first before mine, because as a woman of color, as an African American black woman rather, living in London, representing in London, an author from Nigeria coming and killing it. She killed it. She did such a fantastic job. So if you are a woman, I would say watch her speak and see the grace in which she presents, the grace that she brings. So good question. Maybe one last question. So far good? Gee.
Don't let someone else to manipulate with the power.
Very good. So towards my lecture, कि if how to not let somebody manipulate your power. So can I give a legal answer to that? It's a very simple, it's a very giant question. Take 2 hours. Not like नहीं but I'll give you a short answer. If you allow me. It's a very good question. Thank you. The question है कि किसी को power से हम कैसे रोक सकते हैं कि हम manipulate ना करें. पहला step है कि देखो कि वो power use कर रहा है कि नहीं. आप झूठ बोल सकते हो. You could be wrong. You don't know. So first thing is just watch if that person is actually using power or you actually have goofed up, made a mistake. See, in life it's very important. If you have made a mistake, admit it and say, I'm sorry. That's not about power, that's about your fault. Let's take an example. Professor calls you. Simple example, we're in an academic situation. I don't mean to say this is but a professor calls you in the room and says, I am Anushka, your grade is B. I expected higher grade from you. And you should have done better. Now stop looking at all the Anushkas in the room, but I'm telling you. Okay, Grace, your grades is low, and I want to give you, you should have done well. Now, if Grace should have prepared well, are you with me? If Grace knows she didn't prepare well, what should she do at that moment? It's not a power of professor. She should say what? Because professor is caring for the student, she should say, I'm sorry, professor, I should have studied. I did not. But what I like about you, professor, you're questioning me. That means you wanted higher grade from me. Have honest communication, and that is mediation. Mediation promotes this honest dialogue between people, between husband, wife, brother and sister, partners, business partners, so forth and so on. But the question is, somebody is manipulating. So now remove the doubt, remove the hypothetical, the person is manipulating, and you know they're manipulating. What do you do? So it happened to me in mediation in LA. I was doing a wrongful death case. So to explain to you, wrongful death is when somebody dies, first of all, in a case. So wrongful death is they were killed by the mistake of the defendant. So plaintiff has filed, we need to word plaintiff and defendant. Plaintiff has filed a case because the defendant has made a mistake. So in this case, there was a falling of a roof onto a young man, 21-year-old, he died. So this is called construction defect case. US में use करते हैं. Construction defect में क्या हुआ? Who paid the roof? Number one party. Number two party. Who is the insurer? Number three party. Is there any other building codes that were violated? So who supervised building codes? Look at how many parties there are. Number four party. The person who owns the building. Are you with me? There were multiple parties in this mediation, and they hire what we call in US trial attorney. यहाँ हर कोई trial attorney वहाँ कम होते हैं. But some trial attorneys who have some or few. I was joking with Mr. Amarjit Singh Chandok yesterday. That sir, you have done how many trials? She said, I don't know count. I said, sir, maybe 10,000, maybe more. He said, maybe. अब सुन के देखो. Okay, no problem. सुन के देखो. 10,000 trial किया है. अमेरिका में कोई 100 trial करते हैं 100. So they become boastful. I have 100 successful trials. India में 10,000 trial करते हैं वकील होते हैं 10,000. Anyways, let's come back to the story. Quick answer to your question. वो वकील खड़ा हुआ. तो कहता Dr. Singh, I've done 100 trials successfully. I will take this court to trial. तो डरा रहा ना मुझे manipulate कर रहा. See that? He's a big shot, very rich attorney from LA. गोरा है, बड़ा है. What is he doing? He's standing up. I'm sitting down. Mr. Singh, I will take this to trial and I will nail it. Basically, he's telling me your mediation is not going to succeed. Now, to answer your question, young man, what I did is the following. Look at the choices I have. How can I tackle power? First thing I can do, wow, I know how amazing you are. I'm impressed with your resume. Now look, Mr. X, this is mediation, not a courtroom. There's no need for theatrics here. Let's sit down, let's talk about how to cooperate. The fact you showed up today, I know you want to say. But look how you tackle it. That's your choice. Number two, watch. You can just say, tell me more about your trial experience. You build him up a little bit. Dekho, हर बंदा different होता है. You build him up a little bit before you kill him down. Great. And you have more experience in trial? Great. Now, go on facts, clear facts. Do you have a percentage? You can tell me, what is your success? How much success you think you can have in this trial? No lawyer can ever say, I have 80% chance. They never know. No lawyer in the world can tell you. Even Mr. P.P. Rao will say, I could lose a case. तो आप उसको factually challenge करो कि आप क्यों दिखा रहे हो कितना confidence? Are you sure? So I'm now killing his power by acting factually. Number three, look at the tactics I have. Humble. Look, sir, you are so good. You are the best attorney in LA. Who am I to question you? I'm even honored to have you in my mediation, actually. My practice is new. It's only been 2 years. And I'm honored with this case. But if you guide me that I should not mediate, maybe I should not. What do you think? Another way to tackle it. So now pumping him, but still checking with him. What is he going to do next? Testing him. There are multiple ways, but in all three categories, what I've done is I showed him I listened. But here comes the fourth, more dangerous category. Watch. He did his whole lecture, he stands up, does the whole thing. Then what do? So, should we start mediation? What have I done? Ignored. That's the way you can tackle poverty. And India is very good with it. You can see some really poor people, they have an art of ignoring. They know. You can walk in front of them and they ignore you. First of all, as youngsters, like I can see myself, they will ignore you like anything. जैसे आप exist ही नहीं करते हो. I think they should write a book, How to Ignore Someone. Well, with that, we'll end it today. Okay, I will invite Dr. Sharma to see if we're good.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. God bless.
That was the session for now. We'll meet again in the morning at 9:30.
Since you asked for that, okay, I'm about done. Sorry for interrupting. I brought some cards and will leave them here. If you please share, so I don't have too many. You can share.
The CR and connect
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your valuable time and sharing the insightful thoughts about how to manage everything in life. We are so spellbound and surely we'll work towards it. Thank you so much. And sir, this marks the end of our today's workshop and tomorrow we meet again and we are hopefully seeing you again tomorrow. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.